Companies are also abandoning on-premise phone system and moving to cloud-based voice over IP and unified communication solutions that enable calling, meeting, chat, collaboration in single environment. The transition is capable of enhancing the flexibility of hybrid work, decreasing employment schedule, and cutting the workload of old hardware supporting PBX. Nevertheless, when a mission critical service such as voice is merged to the cloud, the support model is altered as well. The voice quality relies on performance of the network, configuration of identities, uptime of vendor, as well as quick response to incidents. The focal point of the decision in this paper is what the IT support on a new cloud VoIP solution should be outsourced or should be done in house. The target population in this paper is mid-size organization, approximately 300 employees, which can easily switch on PARM PBX to cloud VoIP unified communication to assist the migration process. The recommendation is to delegate operation support at a daily operational level to managed service provider MSP and maintain internal ownership of governance, architecture choice, security monitoring and control and vendor management. The study on outsourcing performance cloud governance and sourcing decision design enable the belief that outsourcing could increase resilience and agility of service in the event that knowledge transfer and governance are made purposeful. Decision on the selected topic and support. uh, Executive summary: what we are doing, why the MSP model wins, what we keep in house. So the business challenge or business impact perspective. The particular areas of concern is enabling a cloud VoIP deployment which covers use, provisioning, call routing, numbers, pointing, quality of service monitoring, incident response, etc. Though these systems can be supported by an internal team in most cases to provide it well, it takes specialized telecom and cloud operation capabilities, 24/7 monitoring capabilities, well-established service management process. In this process, outsourcing will be more superior option since it minimizes the operational risk, enhance coverage, and offer scalable knowledge. Meanwhile, outsourcing does not imply delegating responsibility. One of the risks that are inherent in cloud sourcing is bad internal control design and misalignments of governments that may expose the organization to the risk even in the presence of a vendor. Anderson, Princess, 2022. Thus, the suggested solution is outsource operation, retained internal governance and ownership of service. So, business impact. In business impact perspective, cloud VoIP is involved with productivity, customer experience, and continuity. An effective rollout eliminates missed call, facilitates flexible working, and allow faster scaling during staffing. It is also capable of modernizing the customer-facing process in case the phone system is connected to a CRM or other ticketing system so that their calls may be logged and analytical may be enhanced. The determined demerits are the voice service are very noticeable when they break. In case the call are cut off or the sound quality is impaired, customer confidence is lost at once. It is possible to maintain outsourcing performance instead of just depending on price-centric contracts to set up effective operational routine and coordinational mechanism. Oshri ETAL 2025. Moreover, the organizational agility can be supported through outsourcing in the case when the relationship can facilitate the alignment, learning, and knowledge transfer instead of fostering dependence. What are we deploying? Users and endpoints, networks, QoS layers, then cloud VIP platforms, identity and security, PSTN/SIP trunking, CRM integration, SBC gateway, SIM telemetry, and changes. Also, budget and financial justifications. The total cost of ownership should be compared across 3 years, and one-time implementation cost should be distinguished with the manufacturing of operation cost. In the case of the cloud VIP implementation, the one-time expenses would be solution design, number points, porting, upgrades to network readiness, headsets, training, migration support, periodic expense are subscriptions, licensing, PSTN connectivity, and operation support. In comparison, an MSP retainer of managed voice service can be in the form of fixed fee that is predictable with specific SLS and can be less expensive than the creation 24/7 capability in-house. The cost certainty and risk transfer in addition to potential cost reduction is also financial benefits. The industry norms, however, may compel companies to outsource since everyone is doing it even when the fit is low, and thus the decision making process should be strategy oriented and linked to service performance. Prowess ETL 2021. The budgeting plan must as such incorporate outcome-based measures, downtime cost avoided, call quality targets met, support tickets resolutions time improved as opposed to headlines IT spend alone. And business is impact, risk analysis, customer experiences, hybrid work ready, instant scalability, reduced maintenance, risks mitigated by MSP, no 24/7 coverage, incident blind spot, governance gap, knowledge dependency. Financial justifications, one-time implementations like cost item, migration service and solution design, estimate 40,000 to 55,000, network readiness, infrastructure, endpoint device, headset phones, training and change management, number porting and professional service. In total, 100K to 155K, 3 years net saving versus in-house. 60,000 to 90,000 year operational savings after one-time cost, net 3 years benefit 80,000 to 120,000 plus SLA protection and risk transfer. Annual recurring in-house versus MSP. Build in-house voice specialist salary plus benefits, extended help desk and on-calls, monitoring tool and licensing. Total 200K to 230K yearly plus attrition, overtime, incident cost. Buy from MSP is good. Mixed managed voice service retainer, NOC plus certified specialist team included, SLA backed, no attrition and overtime, 90K to 140K yearly. The operational model, we own internal and MSP executes. Service ownership, identity and security, architecture decision, vendor management, exit planning, and MSP executes tier 1 and 2 support 24/7 proactive monitoring, incident response, configuration management, knowledge transfer, government and implementation roadmap. The implementation must be done in stages. A start point of the organization should be a readiness assessment of network performance, identity, configuration number, inventory, and user requirements. A pilot is then expected to test the quality of the calls, the setup, the support process with a small group. Once pilot problems have been solved, the rollout can be extended department by department, training and adoption assistance being built into schedule. Governance must involve a steering group that has members of the business and IT stakeholders, weekly operation review rollout, and monthly service review stabilizations. Some measures of success are uptime, indicators of call quality, indicators of mean time to resolve incidents, user satisfactions, and percentage of issues resolved at first point of correct contact. The contact on outsourcing must comply SLAs, escalation mechanism, and performance reward with the evidence that the long run outsourcing's result rely on the relationship setup and trajectories. Staffing and knowledge transfer in internal critical hire, communication service owner, internal existing role, identity and security lead, outsource, MSP delivered, MSP voice operations team. Security, compliance, and governance. There is a few part: network readiness, identity integrations, centralized monitoring, data retention and e-discovery, periodic access audits, configuration, which I already mentioned. Implementation, roadmap, and governance. Readiness assessments, week 1 to 4, pilot deployment, week 5 to 9, phased rollout, week 10 to 20, stabilize and optimize, week 21 to 26 plus. Success metering, how we know it's working: 99% voice uptime SLA, 4 hours mean time to resolve, MOS call quality score 85, fast contract resolution 2 hours more escalation response. And the conclusion is to roll out a cloud VIP and unified communication rollout, and MSP is the most effective choice of an IT operational support compared to an in-house team, in that it will enhance the extent of monitoring, speed of incident response, and offer specialized expertise without establishing an expensive 24/7 internal operation. Responsibility of the decision is not lost unless the organization still has internal governance and security control as well as professions of the service. It has been proposed that the quality of governance, knowledge transfer, and planned sourcing decisions are less dependent on outsourcing itself and more on its outcomes. Having a well-defined operation model, budget discipline, and measurable service result, outsourcing support is able to provide a reliable voice service that enhance productivity and customer experience. Thank you.